Happy Saturday, Connecticut. Welcome to the show. I'm Raquel Walters,
And I'm Letitia Bryce.
and we're kicking off your Saturday with another week of inspiration and motivation.
Today we are talking fashion, accounting, and tech. So we have a little something for everyone.
And you may recognize our first guest. She has been featured in Atlanta Fashion Week, MogulCon, Voyage ATL, and many other publications. Please help us welcome Nimi Bello to the show.
Hi, Nimi.
Hi, ladies.
It is so great to have you with us, and we are excited to jump right in and get to know you on a personal level.
You have combined fashion and tech. Where did you get that vision for that?
I would honestly, it was a God idea, like I like to call it, just because I've done a lot of things. And I know Raquel and I have connected through my startup initially, which was Lincoln Power. And I would say I became more intentional about my personal brand. And I believe I took a trip to Nigeria in October of 2021. And I was really, really inspired by all of the amazing women that I met. And I really wanted to just do more social impact work. I started designing in a weird way. I would send stuff. I would, start looking into fabric and just different things, and then really focusing on just equality. And I think because of my tech background, I was able to kind of bridge the two together from there.
That's amazing. So let's talk about the name of your brand. Like, how did you decide on the name and who is Agile Bay?
So I would say Agile Bay initially was more of a personal brand, as I mentioned earlier. It was a fun way for me to educate people of color on just what I do as an Agile practitioner. So for those of you that are not familiar with what Agile is a methodology that we use to get software development out the door. So I supported a lot of development team. I've been doing that for 7 years, currently consulting now. And I've been able to just kind of forge my career path. And something happened in Clubhouse where I was given the opportunity to kind of just educate people of color. And I wanted to find a fun and innovative way to connect with my audience. And Agile Bay was that. And Bay stands for Build, Adapt, Enhance.
That's exciting. So, being that you are the founder and creator of your brand, what does it mean to you to have created this entire thing from scratch?
It's truly a humbling experience that God would entrust this large vision with me. There's nothing spectacular about me. I don't come from a big background family or a well-to-do family. So for me, when I think back about all the things that I've built and how I even got here, sometimes I'm actually really amazed and surprised because a few years ago, I just looked at myself as just a mom and a wife, and I didn't see myself as a business owner or to even have that vision to even do what I'm doing today. So with this brand, I would say it kind of helps me to empower other women too, and other creatives too. And with Agile Bay, it's not just another clothing brand. We're actually creating jobs for women in Nigeria and young creatives in Nigeria too with every purchase.
Yeah, I love it. And you have recently launched a new collection. So please tell us a little bit about it and what inspired you and what do you hope others will receive from it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just celebrated my Jesus year in December, and my grandmother turned 90 in October. And it was kind of a way for me to pay homage to her. She's still alive and still living and breathing and well. So I was like, you know what? What should my next collection be at during this significant age? And what better way for me to honor her while she's still here? And that was for me to create a line that for me, I felt like was the inspiration behind everything that I'm doing today, which is my grandmother. So Rachel and she's somebody that I would say she was really fashionable in her days too, as well. So I kind of drew off the inspiration, and then just a lot of the fabric that you'll see, they're really simple fabric, some stretch, some, chiffon, and just different types of fabric. So for me, I wanted to also showcase a lot of the newer fabrics that are trending in Nigeria also that people may not know of here.
Now, you touched a bit on it, but can you give us any more plans for upcoming projects or collections, and what can we expect from Agile Bay in the future?
Yes, absolutely. So I am making my way to New York Fashion Week for the first time. I am very, very excited to be doing a New York Fashion Week. Never done anything like this before. Atlanta Fashion Week was also a big deal for me too. So for me, I'm looking to just build more relationships, build connections, continue to grow and learn.
That is beautiful. So, for the future fashionista or designer still in the planning stages, what tips do you have for them to just get started?
I would say start, honestly. Don't overthink it. Start to find your vendor. Start to really, even what is your story? Like, start letting people know what your story is. Don't be afraid to fail. You will fail, and it's okay. Get comfortable with failing.
I love it. Fail forward, right? And so, before you go, Nimi, where can we shop your collection and connect with you?
Absolutely. So you can definitely check us out at agilebay.com. We currently are doing a sale right now, so you can use the code BAY15. This is in honor of MLK Day, so we still have that code going on, so you can still shop at agilebay.com and use the code BAY15.
Thank you for joining us, Nimi. We loved having you on the show and getting to know you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Happy to be here, and check out Agile Bay. Follow us on Agile Bay and also Agile Bay Styles. Thank you.
Stay with us, because coming up after the break, our next guest is getting you ready for tax season. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Letitia Bryce, and I help entrepreneurs DIY their tech and automate their business processes. You can find me at Letitia Bryce Consulting on social media. You are watching Your Purpose in Business TV.
I'm Shanisha Collins, owner of The Made Experience, where we strive to enrich our clients' lives by alleviating their cleaning duties so they can focus on being the happy, productive, and creative people who are so needed in this world. You can find The Made Experience at www.themadeexperience.com. You are watching the Your Purpose in Business show.
Do you have a business idea but struggle with analysis paralysis on how you can bring it to life? Our proven system will help you to master your mindset, get clarity on your skills, and teach you how to start an online business from idea to income streams. Connect with us today over at raquelwalters.com and schedule your consultation call.
Hi, my name is Sherry, and I help moms find work from home jobs. You can find me at AFTH Virtual Solutions. You are watching Your Purpose and Business TV.
All right, are you ready to bring your brand to television? Listen, it is possible, and it's possible without pitching to all of the different networks across the country, across the world, and begging for a seat at their table. Listen, come check us out on The Connect Show. We broadcast on the CW network every single week, reaching more than 2 million households. And what we do is help you build and promote and market your brand in front of an audience that actually has a pocketbook. They actually want to spend money and better themselves, better their strategies, their systems. We focus on women in business and female entrepreneurs. So if you are building a brand that you know has the potential to be so much bigger, or if you're prepared and ready to scale, join us today. You can register to be a guest at theconnectonline.com.
I'm Latanya Coleman, and I help people look stylish. You can find me on Instagram at HOTTGYAL_fashion. You are watching Your Purpose and Business Show. Thank you for having me, ladies.
Welcome back, Connecticut. I'm your host, Raquel Walters.
I'm Letitia Bryce, and you are watching Your Purpose and Business Show.
So this is going to be so good. Our next guest is helping us get equipped for tax season. Amanda Deluca has a true passion for helping clients tackle their bookkeeping and actually enjoys balancing the books. It's all just common sense to her.
Please welcome to the show the founder of Magnolia Virtual Solutions, Amanda Deluca.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Raquel and Letitia.
Welcome to the show, Amanda. It is great to have you here. Let's dive right in. What led you into a career in finance and eventually starting your own business?
So I was working full-time as a bookkeeper for several years, and then I had my daughter in 2015, and I was pretty much capped at salary-wise where I was. You can only move up so much, a very small company. But then I realized, oh, wow, I can do this from home and, remotely be able to help other clients and do the same thing and have more flexibility and, do what I want to do with my own time. So it's been all these years later, here I am now. And so I'm able to help everybody, in different ways. And I'm so happy that I'm able to do that.
That's excellent. Now, it's the start of the new year, so every business owner is thinking about taxes. Please share with our audience some tips that can help us tackle taxes with less stress and a little more ease.
Sure. So a good thing is now that it's the middle of January, a lot of your tax forms are going to start coming in at the end of this month and early next month. So you can go through all of them and make sure you have them all organized. If you're self-employed, a big thing is to have your profit and loss, getting it all ready to go and start adding your transactions if you haven't and see how much money was made, in and versus what you spent on different things. And another thing is to go through, like, if you made donations to people, to keep track of your receipts and organize everything. And, if you have dependents as well, to look for any type of daycare or loan forms as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, so overall, taxes are not fun and maybe stressful for many of us. But one thing a lot of people struggle with is adjusting their withholdings. What strategies and resources are available to help us figure out how to adjust our withholdings?
Depending on what state you're in, you can go online and search your state withholding calculator, and you can type in your salary amount, your dependents, and you can have that help determine what your paycheck may look like after everything's been paid. Another thing is if you go to your payroll department, your contact there can usually help you figure out the form that needs to be filled out, which is called the W-4. And that's what, depending if you have dependents or not, they will change. So it's very individual based. And so I would recommend, talking to your payroll contact if you're a W-2 or if you're self-employed to at least, use that income tax calculator because each state is different. And some states don't have any. So it's very different for each person.
That's really good to know. So let's get into budgeting. How can we budget to prepare for our taxes?
So if you're self-employed, the most popular thing I recommend doing is paying any taxes that you may owe at least quarterly. So then that way, when it comes during tax time in April, you're not like, oh my goodness, look at this big bill and I can't afford to pay it. So if you're paying it throughout the quarter, it feels like you're done. You can move on to the next thing. If not, a lot of people can make a savings account at least. So you put the money there, you can't touch it, but at least during tax time, you have it. A great way to reduce your taxable income is to contribute to your Roth 401k or your IRA, any type of like retirement contributions, because that will bring down any taxes that you owe a lot. And another thing is to look into any tax credits that may be applicable to you, because like everyone is different. If you have property or assets, investments, dependents or not, you want to do some research and just remember to a lot of them for 22 are going to be way less than they were in 2020 and 21, because they're saying, all right, you guys, you got your money. Now you have to start paying everything. And we're like, no. And so you have to be aware, like, hey, it's not going to be as much as it was. So just to not have as many zeros in your refunds. But on the other end, when you go to file, your accountant or CPA, they'll usually make sure to have every question asked for you to make sure you can get all those tax credits, down for you. And that's why I recommend, try and have someone else help you because you may not remember to submit something in if you do it yourself. There may be something like, and then the next year they realize, oh, you didn't file this form and you have penalties and all this stuff due. And it's just easier to have someone help you to make sure it's done the right way.
Okay, and what about those that are still building their bookkeeping and accounting team? Where and how do we get started finding a team?
So I would first start making sure you have an accounting software in place. At least, you don't have to have someone right away, but in the first couple months or year at least, to reach out to someone, whether it's locally or, if you have a referral, family, friend, sometimes there's a CPA or bookkeeper that they can point you in the right direction of, even what bank accounts to open or depending what state you're in, you may have to pay some type of sales tax or on your service versus just your product that you're selling.
Great tips and information, Amanda. More importantly, how can we work with you and connect with you?
So you can find us online at magnoliavirtual.com, and we are QuickBooks certified. So that's the only program we work in. And you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Magnolia Virtual.
Thank you, Amanda, for being with us. I know that our viewers benefit from all these great tips.
Thank you so much for having me, Letitia and Raquel. It's been so nice to help you and help your audience.
You're so welcome, Amanda. Right after the break, our queen of tech, Leticia, is giving us her tech tip business. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching Your Purpose and Business TV.
To bring your brand to television. Listen, it is possible, and it's possible without pitching to all of the different networks across the country, across the world, and begging for a seat at their table. Listen, come check us out on The Connect Show. We broadcast on the CW network every single week, reaching more than 2 million households. And what we do is help you build and promote and market your brand in front of an audience that actually has a pocketbook They actually want to spend money and better themselves, better their strategies, their systems. We focus on women in business and female entrepreneurs. So if you are building a brand that you know has the potential to be so much bigger, or if you're prepared and ready to scale, join us today. You can register to be a guest at theconnectonline.com.
Hi everyone, Nimi Bello here, aka Agile Bay. You can check out my website, agilebay.com, and also my Instagram at Agile Bay, and also at Agile Bay Styles. And you are watching Your Purpose and Business TV.
Do you have a business idea but struggle with analysis paralysis on how you can bring it to life? Our proven system will help you to master your mindset, get clarity on your skills, and teach you how to start an online business from idea to income streams. Connect with us today over at raquelwalters.com and schedule your consultation call. We are living in challenging times. And despite having a 9-to-5 job, you still find it difficult to pay your bills and have money left over to spend on experiences that brings you joy. If you're at a point in your life where you know that there is more for you, you want to start a side business and express your multi-passions, but you're not sure if your gifts or ideas can be profitable, believe in yourself and connect with us over at raquelwalters.com and let us help you to get clear on the knowledge you have that you can monetize right away.
Hi, Amanda Deluca here, owner of Magnolia Virtual Solutions, your bookkeeping bestie. You can find us on magnoliavirtual.com or on Instagram and Facebook at Magnolia Virtual. And you are watching Your Purpose and Business TV.
Happy Saturday. We are back.
That's right. You are watching Your Purpose and Business Show. And if you've been tuning in each week, you know Leticia is a tech expert helping business owners transition their businesses to be more remote friendly. So today we are getting into automations, social media, and SOPs. So Leticia, what are SOPs or standard operating procedures, and why do business owners need them?
Well, Raquel, every business has processes that they perform routinely, repeatable processes. A standard operating procedure would be the step-by-step instructions on how to perform a process. And so it provides a standard so that anyone following those steps can perform that process as it should be done. Now, business owners need SOPs to streamline these repeatable processes and also easily identify ways to streamline them, to make them better, improve on them.
If we want to attract our ideal customers, our brand must have a core message so that they know if they want our products or services or not, right? So what are the best practices for sharing our core messaging?
Well, put your core message online, whether it's on your website, social media, anywhere your ideal client hangs out, places like the header of your website, the landing page, your homepage, your about page, the bio section of all your social media. You decide what you're going to use, but when you do interviews, whether it's radio, TV, articles, those words that you say, they're searchable. They will live forever online, and someone will read them and will want to connect with your business.
A lot of business owners do not want to touch social media because of time, energy, and other various reasons. What is the importance for business owners to have an active account, even if they have a traditional brick and mortar business?
Well, so that the people that need your help can find you. When a potential customer is ready to buy, they go online and they start searching. And even if it's just to find a phone number for a business, you want to make sure that your business has a chance of showing up in the search results in order for them to choose you.
So important. And in this day and age of social media, businesses will be overlooked if they don't have an active social media. So even if they are local, small business with a brick and mortar that you can go and check out in person, why do you think that is?
Well, because you want to make it easy for persons to do business with you. Story time. I was sitting in a plaza. There were two stores in my line of sight. One store had their website and their social media on their storefront. The other store didn't. Of course, you know which store it was easier for me to do business with while I was sitting in my car. And so definitely I would encourage any business owner to put their online presence, have that offline as well on their storefront.
That's such a great point. So, Leticia, what automation processes do you recommend business owners do to make their lives easier?
Well, make it easy for your clients to do business with you. Create a frequently asked questions section on your website. Make the onboarding process more efficient. Connect your calendars, put your intake forms online, and make customer service and client retention a thing again. Send your follow-up emails and texts.
Yeah, definitely. So, what apps or software do you use for onboarding and customer retention?
Well, the majority of my client work is done remotely via Zoom meeting. So I set my availability on my Google and Apple calendars. I connect those to my Acuity, which is an online scheduler, and I embed that on my WordPress website. So when a client visits my website at any given time, they can choose the service that they want, check my calendar to find a convenient time for both of us, pay for the service that they want, fill out my intake form, and they will receive automated emails inviting them to the Zoom meeting and reminding them of the meeting up until the time that we have to meet together. And so it's all automated.
Automation is king. So, thank you, Leticia, for sharing all these great tips. This is another great week of motivation and inspiration. How can people work with you and connect with you one more time?
Well, you can find me at leticiabryce.com. You can email me at hello@leticiabryce.com. And I am Leticia Bryce Consulting on all social media.
Wonderful. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Thank you for tuning in, and we are happy to be here to help you elevate your business. We will see you next week right here on My TV.